Logan, you have a chance.
No, Abby.
What do you mean I have it?
You have a good chance.
No, I'm going to win.
I know.
I told him
Before
yesterday.
I die, I will be president of the United States. And honestly, I will probably be a very good president.
I can't wait.
I like Logan in pre-podcast mode better than podcast mode.
Do you like me in real life?
Yeah.
Which version of me don't you like?
Podcast, toothpick Logan.
Oh, he's a dickhead. Welcome back to Impaulsive, the #1 podcast in the world. Thanks for subscribing. Oh, I'm assuming you subscribed. So if you did, then thank you. But if not, I don't know. I got no words for you. But yeah, dude, we discovered so we shoot our podcasts on Mondays and Wednesdays, so it gives us a lot of time to collect material. Like we all have between Wednesday and the Monday today that we're shooting the podcast, we all have time to learn about each other in life and come up with questions and write them down with our notes, subject matter to talk about. And I don't know what happened last week. I put a toothpick in my mouth because, there's some in my teeth, and I kept it in for longer than I probably should have. And I transform into a fucking dickhead, like an Italian mob boss.
It wasn't the first time that you've done it or that you've gone into that mode. It was just the first time that I think I truly noticed what it does to you, because it's the little mannerisms that come along with toothpick.
That's why, yes.
It's like, it's not when you have it in your mouth. It's when you find an opportunity to pull it out. You go like this. You go, I'm like, Logan, we're having this personnel issue, which we are. And Logan will say, normally he would be like, what does he want? Like, can we talk about it? But this time he would just say, you know what I say? Fuck that guy. And I'm like, look.
I'm like, yo, you tell Tony he's sleeping with the fishes.
He would say that in a normal conversation about like a panning error with the camera. You tell him he sleeps with the fucking fishes now.
It's because it's like, it makes me feel hard, way hard. Like, dude, when women put on sexy dress, it makes them feel push-up bra makes them feel sexy. You put on a Halloween costume, you want to get into character. So for some reason, when I have a toothpick in my mouth, I don't know. I turned into a mob boss, and I tried to buy some more last night. We took a run to the store, and I forgot my wallet. So I had my Snickers, I had my blue Gatorade with the sucky top. Why would I get anything else? Because the sucky top fits the lips the best. And some toothpicks. I said, Mike, I forgot my wallet. Can you buy these things for me?
Not the toothpick.
He refused.
Really?
He made me put the
everything else
back.
I bought, the Snickers, the juice. I said, I'll buy anything you want in this store. I refuse to buy those
won't buy me
toothpicks.
toothpicks.
But it's amazing that he's going back for them. Like,
he will.
Consciously like, I got to buy some toothpicks.
No, because
you know what I mean?
Because I swear to God, this is a life hack. Try this at home. If I need to have a conversation that I don't want to, whether it's like
the toothpick comes out.
Yeah, letting someone go, a hard conversation, telling someone like how I feel about them, a character flaw that I want to address with someone, I put that fucking toothpick in and I deliver a little harder. It makes me a little more confident. I don't know why.
The only part I like about the toothpick is you can see him thinking. Like during a normal conversation, he's probably in it 5% talking to us, but when he's got the toothpick, he's really thinking.
Nah, I'm with you. I listen when you speak. I'm a listener.
Logan, can you please put down your phone?
Put down my phone, bro. I'm not distracted. I'm just focused on my phone.
It's just his foot. His foot starts to tap too when he has the toothpick, and he's like, and then I said to the fucking guy,
because I'm no patience.
What the fuck? Because normally I have him as like, if it's me and him having a conversation with someone we need to have a painful or a serious conversation with, he's my partner in the conversation. Lately, he's become some sort of fucking enemy. It's
I'm the op.
He's the op. And he's like, you know what I say? Fuck that fucking guy. Yeah. I'm like, relax.
So what's been going on? We've been doing stuff around the house. We've been watching some new programming, which is cool. Quarantine. I started watching Rick and Morty. Holy shit.
Incredible.
Oh my God.
Incredible show.
Such a good show.
A year late.
I know. So, bro, I was like voice memoing people. I'm like, dude, I started watching this show called Rick and Morty. This is they're like, yeah, like join the fucking club. Awesome. I would highly recommend it. It's like smart, elevated humor, and I love programming where there's a character who's unstoppable or unbeatable. That's my favorite. And the scientist, Rick. He's the smartest dude in the universe, bro. So this dude can get away from it. He's 7,000 steps ahead of everyone. And I love his really clever invincibility. It's a great show. You started watching 000?
Oh, I was on Rick and Morty with you too. I love that as well. The simulation episode we watched the other day was probably my favorite. Everybody, all the people in the simulation say, yes, to anything.
It's fun to watch when you're fucked up too. Like when you're high. Not that I've been doing that. I'm high every night. I'm a pothead.
What's going on?
I'll tell you why I'm okay with it. Dude, life's all about like phases, dude. And I have yet to have a pothead phase. And I think quarantine has done it to me. I can't be the only one.
No, I'm sure you're not.
I can't be.
Definitely not.
It just the boredom and nonchalance lends itself, and like lack of responsibility almost lends itself to just chilling, like to the max. And so, you know, you puff a little bit, you watch Rick and Morty. Except, guess what? I didn't last night, and I woke up this morning at a reasonable time. Didn't have to drink a coffee to get my day
why
going.
You don't do it.
I was
That's
like,
why you don't do
I was like, you know, smoking's fun. Like, this is so much better though to like feel like not hungover every day.
You can sleep so late.
I think it's such a problem with the quarantine, right? To force people, not force people, but people are like, oh man, I'm going to drink. I'm going to, you know, just relax. And it's like all of a sudden, like, no, you really should be doing other things than that.
Yeah,
that pulls you back.
I texted him about,
pulls you back.
I texted him about it yesterday. We've been fucking cranking, dude.
Yep.
Like when I look back at the course of this quarantine, like there wasn't a day where I sat out in the sun or watched. We watch programming at night, occasionally, but for the most part, we've been fucking smoking, dude. Like I published a goddamn book during the quarantine. Finished a book, published it.
You talking about
yeah.
Like stuff that's good, like value.
We've done a ton. I mean, you put out vlog after vlog. Like it's just we've been working our asses off through the whole thing. And I mean, Maverick Reboot, the clothing line, the commercials for that, like everything we've done throughout this entire quarantine has been positive. And I feel like people either go one of two ways on it. You know, they either go into smoking mode and shotgunning beers and just cranking out, or they go into full on fucking work mode.
Nah, Dave and I talk about this. You could do both. You could
balance.
We do both.
Yeah, today's ping pong pots and pans thing is definitely a mix of both of those things. It's productive. Someone's gonna watch that.
I'm wondering, because the weather's getting better. I'm wondering if people are gonna still practice social distancing and stay inside, even though it's beautiful out. I know people are still going to the beaches.
You haven't seen the news yet.
What happened?
So in LA, I guess it was the sheriff of LA or the LAPD did a whole flyby on the helicopter, showed empty beaches in LA.
Empty?
Empty beaches. And
Okay,
he
not
said,
according
and
to.
he said thank you.
Not
And
according to this.
No,
Okay.
pause.
Okay.
Then you go south to, I think it was like Newport or one of those areas.
Orange County,
packed beaches.
Yeah. Yep. Orange and Ventura beaches are crowded.
So Ventura's north of Malibu of us, and then Ventura's south.
Wow, people crowd Southern California beaches due to coronavirus concerns.
Ooh,
But as long as if you're social distancing there, is it still frowned upon to just be in these settings? I mean, I don't.
They said people did do a good job of trying to stay 6 feet away, but that's not bad. Look at it,
bro. But here's what I presume.
Yeah,
it's such like a human nature thing that when the weather gets nice, it makes you happier. It makes you want to do things. It makes you want to relax, be productive, whatever it is. And so, like I'm telling you. This week alone, we've all felt it. The weather's nice. Mike's laying out. You got a nice little glow.
I got one too. Yeah,
my freckles
Southern
come out on my
California.
butt.
It's the best place to live.
Yeah, but this is a big issue too, and I think like it's one that strangely follows along party lines.
True.
The
true.
right, for whatever reason or for some reason, is intent on reopening. Trump's been calling it liberation. Liberate these states, get those businesses back open.
Already started.
And some are starting to. And then on the other side, on the left, you have this call for caution.
So true.
Yo, we have been in lockdown for months. It has already taken a major toll on this economy. Let's make sure we get it right before we roll back out.
That's true.
And so it's so weird to see how everything in this country is split by party lines. You say, I want to go out for a cheeseburger, and somebody else says, I'm getting a hot dog. And it's not because they want a hot dog, it's because Trump likes hot dogs. How did we get here? Like, how did this happen? How did we end up in a place where this could be real life?
To even go further, I'm so confused at how an entire country can be founded on such polarizing ideas. Like, how we are so divided, and yet we're somehow the United States of America.
We weren't always.
Are we
this
fucking
bad.
united?
Yeah, we weren't always this bad.
Or is quarantine over? Help!
I don't think quarantine's over.
Not yet. Still losing my mind.
Italy announced that they were opening up.
Oh, really? Here's the thing though. If you open up too early and the coronavirus starts spreading again, and we go into re-lockdown, a lockdown number 2, you think that's going to be for 3 months? No. That'll be for a year. We will be in, and then the hit the economy will take. That's a wrap, dude.
I agree.
But they do say that the summer and the heat possibly kills it, and that's one of the thoughts that it can't survive.
You know what
It
else
can't
kills
survive.
it? Ingesting Clorox bleach.
Yo, my problem.
You laugh, but the flu is not usually around during the
That
summer.
is a myth.
Is it?
Yes. Heat, sure. The flu, sure. Coronavirus, no.
Well, we don't know.
I think when it first came out and Trump was talking about it dying off in the summer.
Did they find out that's definitely not true?
No.
I'm gonna look.
See, this is my problem with the news these days. 'Cause
No one knows what-
you watch, and you're like, someone's telling me this thing, and then someone's telling me another thing, and then you tell someone else your opinion that you have on what you saw, and it's wrong.
It's the worst.
And then you're like, well, if I'm wrong, what's right? And if like whatever's right is being dispelled as wrong.
Oh, check us out. Check us out. A new study has found that the new coronavirus named SARS-CoV-2 didn't spread as efficiently in warm and more humid regions of the world as it did in colder areas. So maybe it slows it down. Yeah, a little bit. So summer's going to save us.
And that's why they said the South America and like the Southern Hemisphere is going to get it.
What's going on with this? No way.
passing.
There's no way. There's no way it's happening right now. Oh, wow. Wow.
Mike Madlock?
She just brought it in.
Wow.
It just got
Congratulations.
That is cool, man.
Wow, that is so cool.
That's
So
different
much
than
cooler.
Logan's.
Yeah,
Why is it so
much
much
cooler
cooler
than
than
Logan's.
mine?
Nice, dude.
It's gold.
Let me see this.
Congrats, man.
Dude, this is hefty.
dope.
YouTube's stepping up their games.
And there's a mirror in it, so you can be super vain and just stare at yourself all day.
David, can you see me in the mirror? So Mike just got his 1 million subscriber YouTube plaque. First off, congratulations.
Thank you.
Major congratulations and thank you to Lana Rhodes.
Yeah, well, and you. And by the way, like, you know, and all three of us, right? This thing's beautiful. It's nice. Thank you, YouTube. This came quickly as well.
They do good.
About
with
as
that.
quickly as I came this morning.
What about your videographers and editors along the way, Mike?
3 months.
Thank you to Mac Bilski for helping with the thumbnails, and Chris for editing, and David for shooting at times, and Danny. Everybody that was a part of this is nice. Thank you.
Just going back on that last thing you said, because I think it's funny. How long did it take you to
This morning, dude,
to nut
you
this
got
morning?
context on it or what?
Yeah, so we took fertility tests, all of us in the house.
Oh, wow.
You included though, so I don't know why you're acting surprised.
Yeah, I did.
He goes, oh wow.
To tell how strong you're.
To see how many swimmers we have,
really.
if we're even fertile. Like, bro, I'm honestly like slightly concerned because of my testicle issue.
Don't be concerned.
Okay.
Don't be concerned. I took that test literally a week after. Here comes a baby.
Oh, you took a fertility test?
Yeah, because we've been together for a long time, not really practicing, safety.
Yeah.
Not thinking like, oh, we want to have a baby or don't.
So you thought something might be.
So my girlfriend asked me like, hey, just take this. I'm like, okay, cool.
How many?
Help me administer the test. I'll take it.
She helped you?
You have to give.
There's very specific rules.
Yeah, no saliva.
No saliva. Yep,
So what
precisely.
happens if
No
but
other.
a good old
Dry H day.
Good
old dry H day to pump in this tiny little. Did you have a problem with that?
I stuck my whole dick. My whole dick went in.
So mine
Stuffed it in there.
was the perfect size to get caught. Suction
Same.
cupped around the edges, and I was like, ah! This little tube's just stuck on my wiener. But did you have to abstain for 48 hours plus?
I think I don't think so.
How many swimmers you got in there?
I got a lot.
How many?
I don't know the number.
Yeah, how do they
Get
rate
from
it?
you.
It's supposed to be between.
It's like a scale. It shows colors, and then it's like, oh, this is how many you have.
Yeah.
What if you can't see colors?
Yeah.
And what if
Show
you
it
can't
to a
read
friend.
like Logan?
I can't read
We-
it.
we,
Between 40 and 60 million. That's how many you're supposed to have.
But it's funny enough. Literally, the week that she was like, "Try it," was the
week you
next
got her
week
pregnant?
was like, "I'm pregnant."
I hope that doesn't happen to me.
Be careful.
Of course it's going to happen to you. Yo, the things Lana tells me about her getting pregnant with your child, unless you come back infertile, which would be horrible.
It's possible. I mean, I definitely did enough hard narcotics to neutralize swimmers. I'm sure. Like, they're probably just drowning in bong resin and fucking OD'd on heroin like 50 times already. A bunch
Your
of
little guys
dead
are just
sperm.
sitting down there in like a trap house.
That's
somewhere.
what I'm saying. Yeah, they're probably slanging crack in my fucking scrotum right now. But yo, everybody, we waited like 3 days for this thing, and everybody jerked off this morning to put their cups for the vlog. And I woke up and I was sitting there and I was laying there and Lana's next to me, And I'm like, I have a COVID test at 12 p.m. out of just to be sure. And I'm sitting there and she's sleeping. I'm trying to quietly jerk it. And she turns over and she goes, "What are you doing? And what are you watching?" Because she wants to know who I'm watching on Pornhub. There's a very specific girls that I am not allowed to watch.
Why?
Because they're girls I either used to fuck or girls that she doesn't like, whatever, right? And so I'm sitting there and she's like, "I like this," and I'm like, and I wasn't horny at all this morning. Like
no one was. Because when you apply like a scientific procedure to masturbating, it just becomes weird, dude. Like a cup should never be in front of my penis ready to catch my ejaculate.
I'm sitting there giving myself a dry HJ. She's watching me now. And then she throws a leg up and she's like, "Sure you don't want to just do it here instead?" And I was like, "Logan said no, I can't get any bottle. Fuck it." And that is fucking... So my thing was even weirder because I had to pull out and then insert it into the cup.
We'll probably move on to the next.
Oh yeah,
topic.
I gotta be honest though, my whole day has been thrown off from that. Like,
really,
I'm tired.
I seen you sitting in the chair, just relaxing outside in the sun. but it's good. I mean, like I said, we all been grinding. So I mean, what's good? That should be fun though. Hopefully, we're fertile. Anyway. Yeah, I was walking Broly the other day. And I realized dogs are kind of fucked up.
What way?
The amount of times and things this dog pees on during our walk worries me.
He's just letting other dogs know where he is.
But is he saving his pee? Like he only empties a little bit at a time, knowing he's gonna have to mark his next location.
Yeah.
He peed on 10 different things and like hefty patches too. So is it like a bladder thing? Is he controlling and saving? I don't know how he can continue to squeeze fluid out of his bladder.
I do that sometimes. I do. When I wake up in the morning, there are a couple times where I'll pee a little bit in the upstairs bathroom and then go to the other ones as well.
Don't you think that's a urinary tract?
No, I do it on purpose. I want people to know that I visited all the bathrooms. So it's all my fucking turf. Don't you dare. Dude.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I wanted to hit that other program too. We skipped it. That narcotic shit that I was watching. You hate it.
What was the 000? I've been hearing
it's
that.
000. So I started watching it, and then I saw the dudes from Shot Studios were talking about it as well. It's on Amazon Video, which is I guess you have it for free if you have Prime, right? And it's this extremely in-depth 8-part miniseries look into one shipment of cocaine from Monterrey, Mexico to the coast of Italy. And it's fictional and it is fucking incredible. David just started watching it. It shows the cartel side, the brokers from the United States who move the product and the Italian mob who's buying it. So buyers, sellers, brokers. And he's buying 5,000 kilos as a show of good faith to another Italian family for $27,000 a key. $135 million shipment. And this really happens. And the mob people that bought it in Italy, I looked up their real revenue. They made $55 billion in 2008. Not off cocaine was part of it. $55 billion, Jeff.
It's crazy.
Should we be like rewarding them or congratulating them or like?
I don't know. I mean, they rule through. Yeah, I mean, but the show's wild. I loved it. Logan does. It's not up his alley.
I don't know why.
It's not your steez.
Is it the production?
The production.
No, production's phenomenal.
Incredible.
Yeah, everything's even the acting's great. I don't know why I don't know.
It's not your genre.
Who's
I think that's
the lead
it.
on this content war right now? Netflix, Amazon. Who else got stuff?
That's
YouTube
a great
originals.
question. That's a great.
And Netflix is like number one. Original content I'm talking about.
It's definitely Netflix.
You think
and
so?
then Amazon. Definitely Netflix. You know who's in last place?
Oh, Quibi.
But they're new.
Wow. Yeah, they're new, but do you know, Jeff, how much money was built into the Quibi marketing and setup plan?
Raised $2 billion.
I was going to say, I thought it was
1.5
around.
No, 1.75.
I mean, who knows how much he put into it, right? He's
This is Jeffrey Katzenberg, right?
Jeffrey Katzenberg.
Yeah. Give a little bit of background on Jeffrey.
SKG, Spielberg, Katzenberg, Geffen.
Yeah.
DreamWorks.
Yep.
Toy Story, Lion King.
We met with him early in
one of the best
early in the come of days. One of the best
meetings I've ever had in Hollywood.
because there was no objective. It was just like let's chop it up,
Shoot the shit.
And you know what advice he gave us? You remember?
What was it?
One of the best pieces of ever.
Exceed expectations.
exceed expectations. Dude, you will never lose in your life if you exceed expectations.
So here's his quote. Before I walked into that meeting, I sent it to you, and it was a quote from an article that he said, "Content is the king maker, the platform is king." It used to be the saying, content is king.
Yeah.
Right? So now it's content is the king maker, the platform is king. Netflix came out, didn't have House of Cards, didn't have Orange is the New Black, didn't have Tiger King, right?
Yep.
But made it, and now they are Netflix, which is a higher stock price than Disney,
Crazy.
the biggest media company in the world, right?
Wow.
So there still is a chance for Quibi. There still is the chances for Amazons and all
So
of them
I was gonna say this because Quibi's
It's just shorter videos, right?
it's failing. It's failing. Quibi loses 4th exec in 6 months. Head of marketing Megan Imbres. Here's what I think. So Quibi, for those of you who do not know, it's like short little exclusive videos that you can only get on this platform who is making original content. I saw this all coming when I first heard what they were doing and how much money they were raising. I never saw this platform being successful, except I do not think the race is over just yet.
Well, it's not even started yet. I mean, Netflix had a 20-year ramp up before they became. I mean, it was available in the early 2000s.
Shipping out DVDs.
Sure, they were
Yeah.
shipping out
But you would
DVDs.
think,
I'm just saying,
you would
like,
think
they-
$1.5 billion would cause some sort of traction.
Yeah, I guess
and,
so,
and
but-
executives leaving, dude. Like
Well, that
this
happened.
is
That kind of turnover is not that out of the ordinary.
Why don't you think
know
it
what I'm
works?
saying?
I don't know. I think it's because you have to pay $5 a month
I think it's like 7,
Maybe
or 8.
something like that.
for what?
What do you mean for what?
For what?
Exclusive content.
Exclusive content for
Content.
What for what?
Content that they made.
But you know nothing about it. No one knows anything about the content.
did-
I know
That's yeah.
that's
trailers
why.
and promoted
why
it.
the fuck am I going to pay $5 a month for something I've never even heard of this thing? What's so special about this platform? Netflix, bro. This goes back to there is a model here. All right, follow me. Every single platform that has succeeded, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, starts for the people. Anyone can upload anything. It's very democratized. Then the creators arise out of that. The personalities, the influencers, they come afterwards. I bring that up because every platform I've seen that tries to do exclusive content with creators first, i.e. Vessel, i.e. every other fucking app that has ever pitched us anything, does not work. Netflix and Amazon started by selling known movies, programming that people watched. And then the original content came out of it. Netflix is doing an amazing job of it. Quibi started with original content. There is no traction right off the bat. You have to cross your fingers and hope that people will watch a show they've never heard of.
2 points on that. One is it's early, so you don't know. Did they, shoot their load and totally be done, or are they just like slow playing it until we find our winner, and then we're going to really promote because it's going to be this phenomenon and become huge? So we don't know. It's funny that you don't bring up some other of them that have paid tons of money that are doing well or aren't doing well, but are in the conversation. But you guys haven't brought them up in Apple Plus TV and in Disney Plus. Right? Huge players in the game that you guys didn't even bring up, which is just interesting because it's a different dynamic. So there's different niches and they're trying to find them, as well as you did bring up a good point about how it started. Most of them, like HBO and many other stars that have, huge things, FX and all of them, they all started putting up other people's content and then decided to make originals.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Why?
Yeah.
It's the same reason that artist sings a cover song, because you're like, wow, that was a really good rendition of that song, as opposed to a totally new song that you're like, I don't know if I like it yet.
It's hard.
You know?
It's so hard. Original content is you're banking on an entire platform hoping your content is good enough.
But isn't Quibi using like known celebrities already?
That they are.
Chance the Rapper.
Chance the Rapper's on Punk'd. Which I don't.
And Punk just did the Hype House.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Chance Rapper?
I'm pretty sure there was a Punk from the Hype House. I'm
Probably,
sure.
yeah. Sure.
Also, I am a little bit salty that I wasn't the host of Punk'd. I'm not sure.
would crush it.
I'm not sure I understand
we discussed
that.
doing it.
Yeah, I don't. Chance is great, but also like, what the fuck?
Did you send a message to Ashton Kutcher yet? He might be able to help.
I love Ashton Kutcher. He's
great.
He grapples. I'm trying to grapple with him.
Oh, there you go.
He grappled with Paulo.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He's a tall guy.
Yeah, he's big. He spends a lot of his time I love seeing what celebrity hobbies are, and grappling and jiu-jitsu is one of his.
Chris Howlett could have set us up.
That'd be dope. But yeah, Quibi. It'd be interesting to see, bro. Who knows? We may be in conversation with them soon. I am more than happy.
Not after this show.
Nah, because like we're talking like facts and our opinions.
He's like Quibi is failing. Give me a call, Quibi. Let's talk, son.
I mean, yo, you want to not fail? Maybe give the creators the call. Like people who have done this and started from the ground up, and literally all we do is create compelling content that is built to attract an audience. That's all we fucking do.
Do you think YouTube? Do you think YouTube being free to use is a major factor for this?
Oh my god,
detracting from Quibi.
Oh my god. I mean, YouTube's king, dude. They just got their shit down.
Yeah, they need. You're absolutely right though. They need the platform first. You can't expect people to just jump onto something they don't know what they're getting, unless it's OnlyFans. Dude will jump on OnlyFans without any idea. It doesn't matter. $10 a month. You got an idea. You sign up for a girl's OnlyFans account, you don't really you don't know what you're gonna get. It doesn't show.
We're losing a lot of real ones to OnlyFans.
Somebody text me.
yeah.
A lot of dignity's going out the window this quarantine.
Somebody last night texted me a shot from OnlyFans, and I was like, "Wow, I did not know that you would be on looking on OnlyFans." He's like, "Of course."
One of your boys?
Not gonna say the name. I just
One of
never
your
would've
boys?
Thought. Just somebody I would have never
Who the
thought.
fuck is he subscribed to?
Who's
he subscribed to?
I never thought.
But who's
None
he
of this-
subscribed to?
He subscribed to the former most viewed personality on Musical.ly.
I was literally just gonna tell you that girl's on OnlyFans.
And I was like,
OnlyFans?
I said, I feel so bad because she was just this innocent girl when we met her, and it just went the wrong way.
Well, I don't. Is it what's she doing on OnlyFans? Just like
This was just a nude. This was just like a nude picture.
Oh, she's doing nude shit.
This was a nude picture.
yeah,
And then there was like one with like a banana in her hand, and the person said like the banana went all the way
I
down
mean,
her
shit.
throat.
I think. Really?
I mean,
you're
at what
gonna.
point?
I think you're gonna end up in a place in the next
you know
3
what?
to 5 years where every valid option for wifedom has an OnlyFans account, because the amount of money girls are making on that fucking shit
is insane.
hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars a week. So like, what hot girls see that and they say, I don't need no man. I need OnlyFans. It's like a little rhyme almost.
You got like
you know?
10
Yo,
to 20 minutes.
my brother's about to fucking Jake. I don't know, dude. He's getting pretty sexual with Julia.
I know, I've
It's only a
seen
matter
that.
of time before they're smacking cheeks on cam.
or before he has an OnlyFans.
Bro, do you know I texted that girl way back when? I'm looking at the date here.
Yes.
July 8th.
I remember this because you don't give many people credit.
No.
Oh, this wasn't the way back.
2017.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't shoot these texts. I said, yo, super random, but just wanted to say I see huge potential in you. You're young as fuck and super charismatic. Keep killing it. And I've had these same texts from people I look up to and admire. I'm glad you're the first person I've said this to.
I remember that.
She's the first person I put my stamp on.
So what? And she's about to make
and by the way, she's
about to
making
make
so
hella
much money, so maybe I was right.
Right,
All
yeah.
right.
Maybe.
All right.
She can do whatever she wants with her body, but at what point do you like question the dignity of your soul?
It's just tricky because as soon as you go down that route, there ain't no going back, and you've really limited yourself and the people you can work with. I know girls who won't interact with girls who have OnlyFans and do pornographic sexual based content.
but if you offered those same girls the money that won't interact with OnlyFans girls, they'd be like, write the check, and
Some
they'd start
would and
taking
some
their
wouldn't.
clothes.
No,
bro,
don't you
bro.
think
I know
Everybody
some-
everybody
It's
says
not
this
true.
until
It's
you
not
write
true.
the fucking
not even
check.
not
true.
true remotely.
I'm
Not even
telling you.
fucking
I'm
remotely.
telling you. I think.
I'll bet you.
Like
How
I
about we
said,
bet on it? How about we bet on
Don't
it?
you think they would
How about
do
we
it?
bet-
Like
What
I
are
said-
they holding
How about
back?
we bet?
like I
How about
said
we
a
bet?
few minutes ago,
$1,000
you will
bucks.
continue to
I'll find
see.
somebody.
You will continue to see a trend of
I
girls.
guarantee
Shut
you
up
that
for a
Danny
second.
won't
Stop,
do
stop,
it.
stop.
Relax. You will continue to see a trend over the next 3 years, 5 years, until the model changes of girls who would never do OnlyFans doing OnlyFans. I assure you that.
Hold on. Who's saying it, though?
That girl we're talking about right now, that probably at some point said, "I'll never do OnlyFans." The thing is when you start seeing that money come in, the whole world is changing right now. Women are looking at themselves differently, their own sexuality differently. It's becoming more and more acceptable to pose nude. It's becoming more and more acceptable to touch yourself online. The industries are crossing over. These are facts. These
I
are
do
not
hear
me
that. I do
making
hear that. I
opinions.
do hear that.
Opinionated statements. These are facts.
I do hear that.
And so as you continue to see it become the norm for you to take your clothes off, you say to yourself, okay, I can either go and make $100K this year working a modeling gig for some company, or I can go make $100K tomorrow on OnlyFans. I'm just saying, Some people say money's the root of all evil. Some people say money solves everything. Money has an effect on people, a massive effect on people. And it'll get people to do things that they wouldn't normally do.
But I still believe I could find those girls that he said that won't do it and never would.
Yeah,
Those exist too.
Oh, yeah,
I think you're both right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you guys think online sexuality is helping or hurting society?
It's a weighted question.
Yeah, it's a whole show question.
It's a weighted question
Helping or hurting?
because I like the idea of people embracing their body, right? It's the thing that their soul lives in, which is cool. It's cool to see people accepting themselves, and I love the idea of humans being open and accepting and proud of like what they have. Should that be the basis of their shtick? But I also don't know. I don't know if it's healthy. Like some things are sacred to me. Like I'd like to consider like my wife's body sacred. You know what I'm saying? I'd
Private, safe for you.
yeah. Like I wouldn't want my wife. I don't know, like jerking off another dude with a fleshlight on her OnlyFans. Like I wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
But it's different strokes for different folks, obviously. Like everybody takes everything differently. You know what I'm saying?
It's totally
judgment.
personalized.
What happens,
Yeah,
what happens
it's
when
like-
that becomes the new norm? That
It
everyone's
is right
taking
now.
up,
It
like,
is
that's
right
not
now. I
great.
mean, like, look at it. Like Kanye, we've seen Kim get fucked by another man, and Kanye has
He brags about it. He thinks
billionaire Kanye has
Multi-billion.
said, "Yo,
Multi-billion, 'cause you
this
don't know how to
woman is good enough for me." Having everyone seen that,
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and so it really depends on the opinion. And like I said, as more and more girls continue, as more and more girls from the top of our world continue to do porn, continue to do OnlyFans, when it comes time to wife a girl up, there's a good chance you're wifing up a girl that has done OnlyFans or done porn.
There's no way.
Well, think about it. I mean,
you're talking to us.
No,
Yes.
but I'm just saying.
My
From
only
this
issue-
industry.
Okay.
Yeah, in this
In
industry.
this
that's what
industry,
I'm saying.
yeah, but I think that's completely unrelatable. A lot of people are not Kanye West, and a lot of people will not marry Kim Kardashian type women.
You would be surprised at the amount
How
of
many Kardashians
No,
there
not that. You would be surprised at the number of girls who are leaving their job at Wendy's or leaving their job at Johnson and Johnson and going home and turning their camera on right now. It is a massive global
How many
thing.
people? How many people do you think? How big? I'm not
Millions
tons.
and millions and millions of people.
So that's-
only between
that's
only
3
between,
million people.
between OnlyFans, between stripping on Twitch, between making or whatever you do on Twitch, making Pornhub content. There are millions and millions and millions of
think
girls.
there's
And by
3
the way,
million?
the saddest, they're not the saddest, but the most important part of it is it's also a lot of the hottest girls. It's the girls that are able to do that stuff because those are the girls that feel confident enough in their body and their look to do it.
Back to his question, and like I think there's a lot of them that are self-judging themselves and then go get plastic surgery or surgeries on their face and all that stuff to be like this certain look, and I think that's not good. Right? People
When it
are going to be
becomes a vanity
judged. Like,
project,
am I getting enough
works.
money? Why am I not making as much as that person? Why don't I have as many OnlyFans as them?
It could lead to a very sad pit of despair. Like this,
I felt sad for this girl that was on it.
yeah, bro. It shakes my heart a little bit.
It hurt.
Yeah, I found that out 2 days ago. I was like, I go, whoever told me, I was like, you're fucking with me, right? You're joking. Then I looked it up. And, I subscribed to that shit real quick. I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding.
But it just
The point is this:
I've never been on
quarantine is changing a lot of humans' regular behavior. Like,
Forcefully changing people's regular.
how is
behavior.
quarantine for? It's not. It's a concept.
If you don't have any money, you don't have anything to do. You need to find a way to.
Oh yeah,
Nah,
there-
there'll
people change it up.
Yeah, me. I'm not.
yeah, dude. There are people doing all kinds
still
of
making
stuff.
choices.
out
I wouldn't
there.
say- I wouldn't say
and-
forcefully.
and also like whether it's quarantine or something else. I mean, if it's OnlyFans content for girls, it might be something on the guy's side too. Everybody at the end of the day is pimping themselves out for something, whether it's through online content and doing everything for views or whether it's taking your clothes off for OnlyFans. Everybody's neglecting a family member to do something for money. I think we're all sitting here today underestimating the power of the dollar. And obviously I'm in a relationship with someone, so it hits close to home for me, but I have no judgment to pass. I'm not saying you guys are judging either, but I have no judgment to pass on anyone doing anything to make a living in this world.
No.
This is where we are. It's like we can say what we want about it, but the times are right now dictating to us that nudity has been completely desensitized. In a lot of ways, porn is completely accepted, complete crossover between porn and YouTube or the movie or the industry. They've got porn stars walking the runways for high fashion now. It's happening. We can sit here and we can talk about it. We can be behind on the times, but at the end of the day, it's happening. And so as that continues to happen, more and more girls will continue to get nude for $1. That's just the fact of the matter.
Will you be upset if you have a daughter and she gets nude for $1?
But imagine this, in 20 years, when it's time for that to do so, the first lady of the United States might be doing it. And by the way, the first lady of the United States
not gonna be
has
your
done
daughter.
it. Right now in this year, the first lady of the United States has already done it.
Oh, shit.
And so imagine that. We're talking 20 years from
She
now.
did Playboy?
Yeah, she did nude modeling. I mean, so it's like, you know,
Yeah.
You didn't answer the question.
what?
Your
Would
daughter-
I be mad
your
if my daughter did it?
Took it for money.
I mean, I guess where I am is, dude, I would prefer that kind of shit didn't happen. I push. But you know,
But you're about to become a best-selling author, and you'll have plenty of money where you don't have to do that, right?
Who knows? I push even Lana does not do it. You know what I'm saying? It's what made her.
And Lana
Logan
pushes him to do it.
Logan in 30 years goes, Mike, I just saw your daughter on OnlyFans. How do you feel? I just subscribed.
That's the second question. Okay, now I got to tell you, I subscribed. How do you feel now?
Better. So here's my real answer, and I gave this answer to someone the other day. This person was talking to me about a problem they were having with their job, and they didn't like their job, and they also weren't making enough money. And I said, well,
Mike's advising people to join OnlyFans.
I said, yeah, of course you don't like your job. You work in a very toxic industry, and it's the same industry that I'm in. And they said, well, why is it toxic? But then why do you do it? And I say, because I'm making fucking bank, bro. And so I don't mind standing under the toxic sunlight as long as it's pumping cash into my account. But I said, you're not making money. And so if my daughter does OnlyFans, if she's making a shit ton of money, I may say, yo, you found the way. But if she's a failed OnlyFans star, then I may treat it a to differently. I guess it depends on the level of success.
My daughter can do whatever she wants. I truthfully believe, if she chooses to go down that path, like who the fuck am I to dissuade her?
But what if that's like the most sought after job in 20 years?
Oh, I just want to grow up and be an OnlyFans.
No, seriously.
Everyone wants to be a YouTuber now.
Maybe,
bro, because we've watched.
I think OnlyFans also is going to get saturated. It's going to happen. Right now is the window. Here's the window. If you're one of the first OnlyFans girls, because imagine you're a dude who is an OnlyFans user, and you subscribe to one girl who's your favorite. Now two is pushing it. Now you're paying $15 a month to see some girls like naked. Eventually you're subscribed to 10 people. You're paying $50 or whatever the price is. $100 a month. Bro, shit gets expensive. And so I do believe that this is the window. If you're going to do OnlyFans, do it now. Rate those dicks, ladies.
I think someone will come in and steal it and do piracy, and then all of a sudden everybody will get the link and no one will be paying anymore.
There's definitely competitors. I mean, already coming out of the space. It's just a matter of time before other people jump in.
I think another reason why you're able to survive in this industry like healthily is because you kind of fucked up, dude.
In what way?
Like mentally. You're like you aren't like a normal human.
No, of course not.
Like I was driving the road on the road the other day, and I realized like I think part of the reason why I do thrive in this industry is because like inside of my mind there's like
Jello.
Tumultuous chaos, fucking hectic energy just spinning whatever. And so in this world that we live in, it fits me very well.
Yeah.
There's some weird things that go on in my mind, dude. Like
absolutely.
When you stare off and it's called the stare, right? And you stare off and you don't really not know what you're looking at, but there's thoughts going on. You're just like this. So I was doing that, brushing my teeth the other day, and this girl who I've been, I don't know. I mean, she might be
a girl.
She's a girl, I think. Well, anyway, she asked me what I was thinking about. She's like, "What are you thinking about?" I was brushing my teeth, and I was like, "Holy shit! I might have to explain to this girl what I was just thinking about," because because I knew exactly what I was thinking about and exactly how I got there, and it terrified me that this is like the actual thoughts that go on in my brain. So I asked her, I was like, do you really want to know? Because you're going to judge me. It's fucking weird. She's like, yeah. Yeah, for sure. So I was wondering what the first thing I would do if a clone of myself, identical, was standing right here in this bathroom in this instant, looking exactly like me, Logan, in my boxers. What was the first thing I'd do to my clone? Would I greet him? Would I dap him up? Would I like challenge him via some sort of mental arithmetic?
Aptitude test?
Who knows? And my answer was, I'd love to wrestle myself. I wonder how strong I am, because I don't know how strong I am.
It's cool.
You know?
Cool.
So I'd love to wrestle myself. So then I pictured, again, this is my thoughts, I pictured myself wrestling myself in my boxers in my bathroom here in Encino. And at the exact moment she asked me, what are you thinking about?
That's what you were thinking about.
I was picturing a clone of myself wrestling myself.
Who won?
Did you tell?
I don't know.
Did you tell her?
No, yeah, I did.
What did she say?
She was confused at me.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, which one? You were the clone.
No, because the clone was a figment of my imagination. But I'd love to ask this question as well. Like, what would you do if your clone was here? The first thing, what would you do?
Be strange.
Be weird, right?
Be weird. Like what?
I'd immediately find a way to like identify me as the original.
Ooh.
That would be important.
And how would you do that, dude? This is your clone. He knows
some sort
you.
of marker, some sort of something very quickly, so that the other people in the room would be like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting that. That's the real Matt."
It's the Will Smith movie. What we saw for
I Am Legend.
Yeah. No, the other one.
Oh,
Gemini Man.
Suicide Squad.
Gemini Man.
What'd you do?
I would just have a conversation with myself.
About what? You guys would be talking forever.
Forever. Well, I would.
About the left and the right.
It would be
the divide.
It would be the first time where because I wrote about this. It would be the first time where I felt like I had someone that I could actually relate to.
I hope so. Imagine if you couldn't relate to yourself.
But in like a major way. I don't know, just like trauma, pain, like that kind of shit. Like there's a lot of times where I feel like it's hard to, like if I want to talk to you guys about something like traumatic from my past, it's hard for me to talk to people that don't like relate to that on like a visceral level.
Sure,
so
but
like,
what would your clone say? He'd be like, "Oh yeah, man, I totally understand."
Perfect, a yes man. Exactly. He would
But,
just
like,
say, he would just go, yes, yes.
Anything you say, he would understand. Like he'd be like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's true.
Do you think
I totally agree, man."
Do you think twins feel this way? Like they feel like they have the clone?
They finish each other's sentences.
I've always wondered, do twins suffer from any like identity problems? Like it's gotta be weird to know that there's some like identical twins anyways, that there's someone exactly like you, and I don't know like what true identifying factors are in identical twins. It's like how different is their personality? Does one like spicy food, one like sweet food? Like
It's always like that.
yeah, it's always like that.
Also tell if they look different.
Yeah.
But if I know them, you can tell there's like
Little
yeah.
ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
little
that's
like
little.
nuanced differences.
They probably think their world's different.
Fascinating. Like
I was
They
more
probably do.
I was more curious with what your answer or what her answer said about her like being the right person for you to date. You know what I'm saying? Like
I need someone who's not going to judge me, and she
that's
doesn't.
what that's what I was saying. Because remember when I told you about that time that I told Lana that I was imagining her with corn teeth when she was giving me a head.
Yes.
and she was just played along with
Giggled.
it. And giggled because honestly that's the majority. And this morning when I came out of the bathroom, I was like, what if I came out of the I was thinking, and I said it, I was like, what if I came out of the bathroom and she was having sex with one of my teddy bears? And I said that to her. I was like, I just got the weirdest.
Well, doesn't she
idea
do that?
with my buttery toast pillow that she bought me? And she goes, what if you came out of the bathroom and I was having sex with you? And you saw that happening on the couch. And I was like, the way your brain works is why this works.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Judge-free zone.
Not even, no, on the same plane.
Yeah,
almost.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
Fire.
let's continue the
Don't take life too
experiment.
seriously.
yeah.
Don't take it too seriously.
Life.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
It's a big one.
It's a massive one.
That's the fun part, right?
I
The
get
other people
by
that
with
judge.
that.
What did that clown guy say the other day about life?
Patch fucking Adams.
What? You
Do you-
talked to Patch
Bro,
Adams?
Patch Adams.
The real one?
Yeah. Clown legend.
Wow.
Do you know who set up the Zoom call?
No, but I've
John
seen the movie.
fucking Levy, dude.
Of course.
Yep.
He's the best.
He sends me emails.
He's the
I'll
best.
go and do a couple of his influencer dinners.
course.
And he's like, yeah, we're doing a Zoom call. There's going to be some great speakers, guests, like just trying to pass the time. Saturdays,
remember
you
him
sit
saying
back with
this.
your spouse, partner, husband, by yourself, drink some wine, and watch really great orators and fascinating people talk. And I
jealous.
chimed in for a little bit, and Patch Adams came. I didn't know who this was. This dude starts talking. I'm like, this guy's great. So there was a movie made about him, right? Robin Williams played him.
Amazing. Unbelievable movie.
So this dude's a clown. Literally, like he's a famous
doctor.
He's a famous clown and a doctor. And what he would do is he was the one who'd dress up as a clown and go around to kids' hospitals, like just making them happy. Like
Kids cancer and
check us out. Patch Adams is an American physician, comedian, social activist, clown, and author. He founded the Gesundheit.
Gesundheit.
Yeah, Gesundheit.
That's what you say when somebody sneezes. That's what you say when David sneezes.
In 1971, each year he organizes volunteers from around the world to travel to various countries where they dress as clowns to bring humor to orphans, patients, and other people.
It's amazing.
And dude, it's just like hearing this guy talk was so fascinating because he's just like a good-hearted person. He's like, at any moment in time, I have 30 toys on me. Pulled out like a whoopee cushion, 3 different whoopee cushions, all different sizes.
Sounds like Logan. That would be Logan.
No, it was me. I was watching. I was like, this dude is awesome because he said he got into being a clown and adopting and embracing his humor because he was like the small guy and people would pick on him until he started making them laugh. Laughter is so massive. I got sent a little anecdote today from Team Maverick LP.
Where is she?
She's in Australia. She's awesome. She's so cool. She said, "You never forget people who make you laugh," and it's so true, dude. Like, people who can bring levity to your life. That's the only reason Mike has friends.
Facts. That's a big fact.
They're laughing at him, not with him.
Facts.
Nah.
One saying that
At least
goes along with
at
that
least they're
one.
laughing.
Oh, they're laughing.
One saying that goes along with that one is kind of just conversational stuff. People don't necessarily always remember exactly what you say, but they will remember how you made them feel.
Of course.
What if you don't feel like me because you're a sociopath?
Oh, then you don't remember anything at all.
Maybe that's why I have a shit long-term memory.
You just know.
You also got dropped on your head.
You ate paint chips as a child.
I don't know. I didn't know either of those things. Is there something you want to tell me, Dads?
Is yours from Tommy Boy too?
No, he hit his head on a trampoline and
Oh,
has a metal
fractured
plate.
skull.
Yeah.
Remember
He
when
went to a doctor that told him, dude, this is the reason why you're messed up.
Oh, I do remember
Intense
that.
brain trauma. Who would have thought?
Nah.
Then maybe I should start looking at those brain traumas for myself too. I've
should
had
go
like
see him.
20
You should
fractured
go see him.
skull accidents.
I saw Miley Cyrus on a Instagram chat with him.
With who?
The
Pat
doctor
Chad.
I
that he
did see
went to.
that actually. Yeah. Dr. Almond.
Dr. Almond?
Yo, what happened here, Mike? You sent me these.
Oh, the UFO.
There's some sort of UFO like.
There's like a whole thing going on right now. I guess the Pentagon released some footage of they're calling them unidentified aerial phenomena now. Not even UFOs, UAPs.
unidentified aerial phenomena.
Oh, these are old. Everyone's seen these.
So I've seen these too, but so what's the new one, Mike? Is it this one?
I don't know. It's all the rave right now of new
You're
footage.
first to respond.
Oh,
videos.
the first responders ad. I'm actually okay with
Others'
this.
lives before your own. And in an emergency, you need a
Thank you,
network
first
that
responders.
puts you
Oh no, it's a
first.
network. Ah, shit. Way to tug our heartstrings
Right?
and
They got
then
us.
two-time us.
Yeah, basically the
Shout out first responders.
Okay, wait, I've seen this.
the footage has been circulating.
According to the U.S. Navy, the objects in these videos are unidentifiable aerial phenomena.
UAPs is the word now for UFO.
So apparently they change direction extremely fast.
Phenomenon means they happen more than once, right?
Yeah. So there have been a number of recent reports of unauthorized or unidentified craft. One declassified video from 2004 off the east coast of Southern California caught this.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My God.
So which one of these is new, Mike?
No, they're not new. They've been
So why are they talking about it in the news right now?
Yeah, what's
I'd answer if you guys would just let me.
Yeah.
The footage has been circulating in the public domain for after unauthorized releases in 2007 and 2017, but then after thorough review, the department has determined that the authorized release of these unclassified videos does not reveal any sensitive capabilities or systems. And so basically, like, the Pentagon has said these are real videos. And so, like, as we know, the internet's full of shit constantly. And so, well, you may see a bunch of UFO videos. Many of them may be complete bullshit and fake and planes, whatever.
Luis Elizondo, the former head of the classified program. These aircraft, we'll call them aircraft, are displaying characteristics that are not currently within the U.S. inventory, nor in any foreign inventory that we are aware of.
Lines up perfectly with Austin Ninja.
Yeah,
Seeing
Ninja saw
UFO.
some. I think he may have seen the space fleet or the Starlink.
Oh,
Elon
the
Musk's
Elon
thing.
shit?
It's what he described sounded kind of like that.
It wasn't like what we saw.
Ours was a bit too spaced out. It didn't. I don't know. Maybe though.
I'm still concerned with the ones that were going the opposite direction of the flight path.
Here's the point. We're not alone, and we're fucked. We're so fucked.
I think if aliens are going to come here, they're going to bring peace. If you made it that far as a civilization and you could travel across planets, I think you're coming in peace.
It's optimistic. I hope so. I just think we are so far behind on the evolutionary chart. Like, dude, even look back 100 years, the world was not identifiable as it is today. Not identifiable. If you told people some of the inventions that we would have today and this infinity box, and you describe this to someone in the 1920s, they wouldn't believe you. I watched a video last night. 1962, this took place. A guy was asking everyone, just street kind of interview, man on the street, do you think there's life on other planets? Guess what these people said? The majority of them.
There's other planets.
I'm generalizing. No. Pretty much everyone answered, I don't know.
I don't know.
He goes, well, what do you think? He goes, haven't thought about it.
Yep.
Didn't cross their fucking mind that they might not be the only ones in the universe. And it was fascinating how much they just didn't care. Did not pique their curiosity at all. And it's like all do
you think it's different
What
now?
year was this?
1962.
Do you think it's different now?
I think so. I think
Because the evidence proving yes or no to that question is still as infantile as it was in 62. We have no reason to believe that life does or does not exist outside.
What
of this
about the
planet.
UFO videos that we just showed?
No, I get it. It means nothing.
we found water on
It doesn't
Mars.
mean it means nothing.
I don't think there was an alien show in 1962.
No, but what I'm saying is this.
I don't think there ever was a show, but I'm saying.
Once again,
Right?
their thought process on it is sound. When you think about it, don't know doesn't affect me is close to the Serenity prayer. It's like if I can't do anything about it, why the fuck do I care?
Yeah.
Yeah, argue that, but here's what I'm saying is like 1962.
Yeah.
Were there shows or was there media?
Yeah.
I mean,
That
when was H.G. Wells War of the Worlds?
I guess
One of the most important.
That was on radio,
Yeah, so it's
right?
prior to 62.
Tell me, do you think there is life on other planets?
Well, I'm not quite sure, but I suppose there would be.
No,
See, there would be.
Definitely.
How do you see this?
Definitely.
Where?
Oh, I've seen a flying saucer.
You've seen one?
Yes, definitely.
This guy's ridiculous.
When was
Sure.
that? Do you think there's life on other planets?
Oh, well, I wouldn't like to even discuss that.
Why not?
It's a debatable point, I suppose.
What do you
but-
think yourself? You must have an opinion here.
Well, definitely not.
Just nothing.
That guy's just covering himself.
Yeah, he's just trying to make sure people don't think he's loony.
Also, I wish we still talk like this.
I was just going to say that. Their
So
accents
cool.
are incredible.
And coming in fourth place for the horse race. Like I missed that
I
kind.
believe not.
War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells, which is probably one of the most important sci-fi pieces of fiction ever made, was written between 1895 and 1897. Crazy. And then obviously came out on the radio. And that was the one that put people in a frenzy, right? Like everybody was,
Yeah, they thought it was real because he was
right?
reading without saying that.
it was fake. He was reading without saying it was fiction. And everybody thought that we were being attacked by Martians.
Correct. And I
Yes.
forget like when he read the commercials, it was as if it was just like a radio reporter as the show.
This just in,
Yes,
aliens
yes,
are
yes,
taking
yes.
over the planet.
Yes.
Like it was the real deal.
Yeah.
And so people started freaking out. But
Yep.
but I don't know that, I think nowadays, because of the difference between how people speak between now and then, the answers would be much more like elongated, but we'd still be saying the same thing. Like that guy said, I won't talk about this. Now you would say, well, we've seen these flying saucers and we have evidence, but there's no evidence. There's no evidence that anything exists outside this planet, and there's no evidence that anything doesn't exist outside this planet.
Ready for this?
Of course.
That you know of.
Wait, hold on. That's called evidence. If I didn't know of it, it wouldn't be called evidence.
No, you, Mike Malak.
Oh yeah.
Living here in
right,
Encino.
Right. But still, but I can only answer based on the evidence that I have. So if a news camera asks me a question,
What would you
I would-
say?
I would
Mike,
say-
do you think there's life on other planets?
I think the only way to get to the bottom of this is to really
Build the
shoot
spaceship.
I'll do that, but I was going to say maybe shoot a little documentary about it. See what we can find.
Something tells me we wouldn't find jack shit, man.
Oh, we found a lot about the
Hey,
flat
hey,
Earth.
People say that they went to the moon.
imagine
they
every
went to
time
the
you
moon.
ask me, somebody else just
They went to the moon and boom, right there they saw the people and they were like, we got to leave.
That's what Greer said. Greer said that. What astronaut was it? Who were the astronauts?
Neil Armstrong.
Armstrong, the other one.
Scottie Pippen?
No,
Buzz Aldrin.
Buzz. Dr. Greer said Buzz's wife said that Buzz told her
At the end.
that when he landed, there was a fleet of spacecraft just watching him. Can you imagine you're on another planet? You're on the moon. You go to step off the moon, and there's just homies there watching you. Like, yo, what's good? Yeah, I'd be like this. What's popping?
Why haven't
Brand new whip just
brand new ship just
why
out.
haven't we been back?
Because they said we've seen everything. Let's not spend any more money on it.
Seen everything. We went there
On the moon.
Saw one step and
Jeff,
then
it's
left.
made of cottage cheese.
This is neither
Everyone
here
knows it.
nor there.
Yes,
the
I
point
do.
is this.
I do. Yes.
Sports have come to a screeching halt with basketball benched and pitchers off the mound, but our friends at MyBookie are not going to let you down. Stay sane and stay entertained with access to your favorite games like blackjack, roulette, slots, war, and more. Doesn't matter whether you're out on the front lines or quarantined at home, the fun doesn't have to end with MyBookie. Video poker, not your thing, but still need a fix? They've got you covered with a host of live casino dealers online. That's right, they have professional dealers at their tables, live on site, 24/7. You can trust the industry leaders in times like these. They're reliable, upright, and best of all, they pay fast when you win. Visit mybookie.ag. Use the promo code Logan for a 150% bonus on your first casino deposit. That's promo code Logan to activate the offer. You spin, you win, you get paid. I saw Chris D'Elia do an ad read. Exactly like ours.
Really?
Exactly. Yeah. Just a couple dudes trying to, make some money, reading other people's things.
How do you bet on war? How do you?
So you're trying to monetize
they're talking about the card game, right?
conflict? That's awesome.
The Nick Cage movie's really good.
Y'all, there's some Zoom competitors. I have some, Zoom, obviously. Yep. All right, so in December, Zoom had just 10 million users. The company said last week that it recently surpassed 300 million. Its stock price has jumped 130% this year, and the company is valued at $47 billion.
Holy shit.
More than Slack and Pinterest.
How many paid subscribers?
You subscribe to Zoom?
Yeah,
Well,
there's
you have to pay to be unlimited
service, yeah.
Wow. Otherwise, you can only get a 40-minute Zoom call.
So check us out. On Friday, Facebook said it was crashing the meeting. Its new messenger room service will let users video conference with 50 people at a time. Verizon recently bought Blue Jeans, a Zoom competitor, for less than $500 million. Google's been beefing up Meet. It's called Meet. Its own video call service. And this is funny, actually.
I think it's the new norm.
The Times reported on an extremely cringy moment when Google's chief business officer held a meeting with his Meet video call. Thousands of employees were on it, and his son burst into the background to ask whether he was using Zoom to say how much he liked it. But
did you see that the other Zoom company just got invested a whole bunch of money, and they had to call like a stop on the stock market because people were buying the wrong Zoom?
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You're a stock guy now. You should look into this.
Yeah, but so far I'm down, so I'm probably not going to do it anymore.
Not as bad as
too
Davey
much.
Day Trader.
Davey Day Trader.
Davey Day Trader is always getting fucked. He's down over $1 million.
I think he just does the down $1 million because it's funnier.
Why does he always? Yeah, he's always down $1 million.
Who the fuck is Davey Day Trader?
Portnoy.
Poor Norm.
Still, that's another one of his content series.
He day trades?
Yeah,
That's great.
every day.
Entertaining.
But he,
Go down, go up, like,
hundreds,
this dude's a fucking who?
but hundreds
He's
of
a
thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like massive fucking moves. Like he'll bet on one stock and he'll watch it and be like, come on, Nike, don't you go back down, you fucker.
But he's watching like seconds and minutes of movement.
Yeah.
Like not our stock,
Day trade.
Logan, where we're like, it doesn't move. This is like...
Yeah, he's betting on volatility.
Bro,
Small
kind
volatility.
of touching on what we talked about earlier too. Like, I think part of the reason Portnoy is a legend and is as great as he is because he's fucked up, bro. He's not a normal human.
He's not.
His brain doesn't work like the average human being. Something
Today
was either done
his
extremely
pizza
right or extremely wrong in his
pizza
genetic
review was Lunchables pizza box.
Oh,
He did Lunchables today.
Lunchables today.
Well, because he's done bagel
How do you
bites.
review him?
I don't even see. I just laughed and then moved on.
You didn't
All I
see
ate
what
in
the
high
rating
school.
was. You
All
know,
I ate in high school.
Lunchables?
Lunchable pizzas.
Wow.
The best.
I remember those. My best friend had them at home at his house, and we'd go over there and definitely be stoned and be like,
Did
"All
you
right,
did you
Lunchables
pack
pizza."
your lunch or buy your lunch?
My dad packed my lunch.
Did you, Mac?
mix.
Mike?
Too.
parents.
How's Twitter, by the way?
My mom made it.
Is it-
Sorry.
How's Twitter?
Sorry,
No,
sorry.
I want to know how it is. I know
It's
you're on
good.
it.
I put out a prelude.
What about your email? Everything good? And
Well, I'm more on.
I thought it was all podcast.
Tokyo,
podcast
Mike.
mode.
My mom made my lunches.
if it's not banana bread in your lunches,
But Mike, did you trade sometimes? Because I traded.
Oh, you
This
barter and shit?
podcast is a pinball machine today. Ding, ding, ding.
Bro, read this sign, dude. What do you expect, bro? We're fucking
I
idiots.
can't even
do you
answer the
wanna
right
talk about?
question. No. The topics are great. Can't answer a question because he asked me, then you asked me.
Yo, because I didn't know I was the minority that I bought lunch every day. I bought lunch.
Oh yeah.
My parents would never pack
really?
me lunch. I don't know why.
I wonder- yeah, I would love to know the
one time I
thought.
was forced to, like on a field trip, I'd bring Lunchables pizza. That's why I bring this up. And I know how unhealthy cafeteria lunches are. Like, what the fuck?
But you would also eat a chicken patty every day,
Every day. Why?
and you like cover it in ketchup. It's
Ketchup.
disgusting.
My dad told me when I was young I was going to turn into a ketchup packet because I ate so much ketchup.
Why do you think they did that? Was it easier not to think about it and just give you like $6, $4, whatever it was?
I do not know.
How much was the school lunch?
Let me call my mom right now, actually. This is
And like, I feel like Greg Paul would be like, I feel like Greg Paul would be like, I'm making it because I'm going to save you $2.
I don't
you
lunch.
would think, right?
I'm going to give you one slice of ham on that Swiss and ham.
Yeah.
I mean, $2 every day for what? 180 days? However many days of school year?
Yeah. It's not that much. All right,
I like
my mom
this.
was- hey, Ma, you're on Impulsive right now.
Oh, that's not a good plan.
It's not a plan, Pam. You're just on it.
It's just a sound.
Mom,
And look, I'm eating salad.
Mom, one thing I don't like is when I tell people something and they say they look bad when they look great. You're
Yeah, you look
beautiful, Ma.
great.
What are you talking about?
That's so sweet.
Okay, so check us out. Here's my question.
Okay.
Why did you not pack a lunch for me at school? Why did I buy lunch every day?
Well, there's a lot of reasons for that.
Let's hear him.
Number one, because when you were going back and forth between the two households, that would be very difficult to, your dad packs lunch, then I pack lunch, and we never gave you enough food. Like, you guys always wanted more food. So it was easier to give you money, and the lunches were pretty good to go through and then get what you wanted, and you spent tons of, like, you'd go back and forth and get more food.
I'd
And,
always end with a cookie every day. I'd eat my main lunch. I'd go
amazing.
back, get that 50-cent cookie.
It's amazing.
yeah, so I couldn't pack you enough food. Because I did that for a little while, which you might not remember, but I did. And it wasn't enough. When you got to be older, you needed more and more and more food. And then when you were in wrestling, you had to eat a certain way too. So, there was just no way to do that.
Why?
Never been a sandwich person.
Why growing up were we not focused on nutrition? Like, why did it take me to my first year of college to learn what an avocado was?
Oh, Logan, you are so off. Your stepfather is the best cook in the world and always cooked from fresh ingredients.
I'm talking about nutrition, Ma. Nutrition.
Yeah, we used avocado. You just didn't eat it. We used avocado all the time. You just didn't eat it. Jake did.
It is weird how your taste buds change when you grow up. It's
true.
I hated coffee growing up, and the smell of it, and I drink it every day.
Logan, you were very picky. You wanted steak, meat, potatoes. You didn't even really like the salad. Like, Jake loved the salad.
Wait, I was picky?
Not picky, but you didn't like to try different things. You didn't like to step out.
All right, Ma, you're not telling me what I want to hear. All right. Let me call you later. I was just curious because it came up in conversation.
Yeah, you did learn about nutrition, Logan. You just didn't pay attention.
That makes more sense. Yeah.
That's my final answer.
All right. Thank you, Ma. I love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Yeah,
Okay.
I bet it was probably pretty hard to like pack lunch for you when you were cutting weight. A cup of air.
Do
and a bottle of water.
you know what I would eat when I was cutting weight? Here was my rule: less than 700 healthy calories a day. I'd always start off with that little pack of trail mix, and then for lunch I'd eat like a carrot. And then the worst part was having to work out when you have no energy. Like my muscles, my body's also built different. My body's not built for cutting weight. That's why I think when I went vegan, my body just started eating itself, like literally just consuming its own muscles.
It does.
And yeah, it was horrifying. I don't advise cutting weight, dude.
What's the most weight you've cut?
20 pounds, 25 pounds.
And if you had to cut weight now, how much would you say is like cool and healthy and you would do?
I could get down to
Like if someone
I
said,
could get
hey,
down
like,
to 185 healthily. 180, I'm collapsing with each step.
Wow.
I did it for the thinning.
I remember that.
Do you remember the pictures on the? I was stoked because they told me I have a shirtless scene, and I wanted to get yoked, and so I did my wrestling.
one.
Yeah, I did my wrestling cut routine, and this picture quality is horrible.
120p.
But yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. So I was yoked, but also I was jumping rope in this scene and doing push-ups, doing the workouts. Couldn't jump rope for more than 15 seconds at a time.
Was also so hangry, yelling at me.
Really?
I remember specifically a call where it was like, he was such a dick. And it was like, I told the agents, it was like, he's just
I was being such a dickhead, dude. I hate that. I hate when you're hangry and you know why you're angry.
Like that was as much he was doing.
I did. So yeah, I did a 3-day juice cleanse before it. So no food.
Remember it.
And still working out and just like.
We should do one of those.
I do it. I actually did 3 days the first of the month, only water.
Just water cleanse?
Just water. And I'm doing it again.
And?
I feel great. I recognize that your stomach talks to your brain and like says, oh, I'm hungry, but you're really not hungry. So you take back the control and like your thoughts are much clearer.
I'll do it. You know what I think about sometimes?
Pretty cool.
That dude we had on, Stefan Arnio, he said he did a 40-day water fast and it's what killed his cancer. And so I often think about if I'm ever in like a drastic, undesirable health situation, I'll just do a water cleanse. Otherwise, I'll probably just keep
I put lemon in it. So maybe that lemon and those extra like whatever's in the lemon probably help get through. But
speaking of lemons, how's your butthole?
You got a lemon in your butthole?
Oh, because
Those
you
are called
drank the
polyps.
lemon juice?
Oh,
No, we did a challenge, that hot chip challenge.
Oh
saw
my
that.
God.
It doesn't really have anything to do with lemons other than the fact that I accidentally drank 10 shots of lemon juice because I couldn't get the ball in the hole.
Ugh.
And I think it mixed with the hot chip.
Afterwards.
That was the worst.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I mean, I my stomach has been fucked, dude. I was on the toilet last night and it felt like there was lava coming out of my butthole.
So you didn't go out the other side? You didn't come out your mouth?
Nah, I didn't puke.
Yeah, my sphincter has never been affected by the hot chip. But if you guys saw the vlog, we should definitely talk about this.
I would love to talk about
I fucking love you, Mac.
Yeah.
I fucking love you. Oh my God, I love you so much. Mac saved my life.
This was all like coming full circle. Logan saved my life in Las Vegas, so I had to step up.
So check us out. Mac took this video because I told him to. We'll get into that. But yeah, this was on the vlog if you haven't seen this yet. But this was absolutely 100% real.
I feel like I'm gonna die.
You're gonna be all right.
You promise?
Yes.
Cut.
My insides are sweating. My stomach is doing triple axles. Bro, I wouldn't wish this pain on my worst enemy.
This is ridiculous.
Bro.
He covered you with the blankets.
Logan walks in the house and he looks at me. He's super reminiscent of the day in Denver.
I was thinking the same thing.
And he called you, and so he walks in the house, looks at me. He's like, Mac, I'm not all right. And I'm like, got it. As soon as I heard the tone, I knew you were in for a ride.
I was about to say, I hate uttering the words "I'm not all right" because I don't utter it unless I'm really fucking not all right. And I wasn't. And I kind of like crunched over to the bathroom. And I can't even describe. It's almost like a fireball was burning the inner lining of my stomach, and I could hear it gurgling. It'd go up here, it'd tighten my chest. I couldn't breathe for a little bit. I hated that I had to say this, but after like 15 minutes of like some of the most agonizing pain I've had in my life, I was like, bruh, we might need to go to the ER. Like straight up ER. I thought I was going to die. I literally thought I was going to die. And that's why I wasn't letting them film until I was like kind of okay.
Mm-hmm. It was right after you said that you needed to call an ambulance. I was like, yo, you just got to throw up. Get that poison out of your stomach. That thing is horrible. I definitely don't recommend that shit to anyone.
No,
it's bad.
Sucked.
And then Mike ran in. He's like, yo, you got to get the camera. Dave's in the same position.
Because I wanted Dave to film, but Dave was puking too. So they were both puking, and I was like, "Oh shit!" So should I get the camera? Because he's always said.
Dave tried the chip or no?
Dave ate the chip.
Dave ate the chip.
And I feel so bad because.
What about what's her name? That didn't even.
It didn't make the cut. There was no like. There was Dave eating the chip, but there was no like Dave special, and I was like, "Fuck." But I noticed it this morning when I rewatched. I was like, "Damn."
What's her name? Summer. She was like.
She cheated.
I'm convinced she cheated, dude.
Yeah,
There's
she
comments.
put the-
She may have spit it back in the milk.
Yeah,
There's a spot where she puts up to her mouth but maybe not. I don't know. Summer, I'm sorry. But anyways, it's just fucking dumb. I thought I was gonna die. This is officially, like in my mind, anyways, one of the closest I've been to death. On God, this will affect the way I create content in the future. That's how tormenting this was for me.
Like meaning you won't do that again.
That or anything like it. Anything. I won't go through that again.
It looks miserable.
The first time wasn't like that. It was that 15 minutes of agonizing pain. You drink your milk, you're good. An hour passed.
Definitely with the lemons.
I'm keeled over, throwing up in my bathroom while Summer Rae and Rice Gum are just playing basketball in my house.
But then what happened after that? After you recovered?
I got up. I raised my arm in there. I said, I fucking got this. But it's only because of you, bro. The things you were saying to me. Bro, Max, like, you're gonna survive. You gotta fight. You gotta fight. You could do this. I was like, fight? I can't do this.
Champion mentality.
He goes, stick your finger as far down your throat as you can. I was like, bet. Ow, that hurt. I discovered I have a gag reflex, but I don't throw up. I'm one of those people.
No tonsils.
Is that why?
I think the tonsils do something with throwing up.
I'm tickling my intestines.
You have no tonsils.
Nothing's coming out. Nothing's coming out.
Yeah, but then it happened. You got over it, and you walked outside. And it was a sunny Sunday, and we had a great time.
But it affected me.
Yeah,
I was moving different. Also, I'm not gonna say it.
What was it?
I was high.
Yesterday during the day?
I'd smoked right before it.
Oh, that's definitely threw you through that.
So maybe a little paranoid.
Yeah, quick way to like ramp up the anxiety of dying from a flaming hot Cheeto in your stomach.
I like to feel that Dorito. Smoking is my like conscience that like you don't really check in with, but you smoke and all of a sudden it's like, fuck, I didn't want to think about that. Why I have to deal with that right now? Like, damn it.
But then like also being high is just disregarding.
I was about to say
whatever it was.
I'm that way.
But I rarely do it because I know that there's a possibility of a phone call or some sort of business, and I'm like, fuck, I really need to take this or I need to deal with it, and I'm like, I can't do this.
Yeah. Every ounce of effectiveness I have as a human is gone when I'm smoking.
I can't.
Yeah,
Turn into mashed
Logan's
potatoes.
calling. Fuck.
No, can't do it. Which is why I don't usually smoke in the day. You know,
I like to be on a raft in a pool or like in
A laser.
vacation. Yeah, laser.
Away from responsibility.
This looks horrible.
Yeah.
What time of the day was it? Because it looks
4 p.m.
It looks dark.
4 p.m.
It looks very dark and like
middle of the day. I told myself, I go, I am not gonna fucking die on a Sunday at 4 p.m. because of a hot chip. Dude, you know Lil Xan got rushed to the hospital for eating hot Cheetos? Do y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Rushed to the hospital. And I remember when it came out, we were all like, this is ridiculous. The fuck, he ate too many hot Cheetos. I was on the floor. I was like, this is what that motherfucker was going through. This is
Yeah, but he
this is
didn't
horrifying.
eat the flaming hot one chip. He ate a bag of hot Cheetos that we normally eat all the time.
If you nope. If you eat extra hot Cheetos, yo, this shit is deadly. It's horrifying.
How do they sell
You
it?
can entire
have too
bag
many
by
of those.
How
yourself.
does the FDA allow it?
I mean, you could
'Cause it tastes
overdose
so
on
good.
anything, dude. Like even water.
Yeah,
But it's like, why do we do that to our people? Like,
I
why
mean-
doesn't the FDA protect us and say, hey, this
trying to-
is something we shouldn't
Some
be
of us-
giving?
It's not that the
Nah.
FDA can't moderate the amount of something that you do. You know what I'm saying?
They
It's
can
not.
say
it's
this
not,
is bad for humans.
whoa, can't do it.
Well, yeah, but one bag might not be bad for humans, but when you ingest a certain amount, like
But you had one chip.
well, no, but that was different. These are not flaming hot Cheetos. These are lined
No,
with
they're-
Carolina Reaper pepper.
they're
It's
built to kill you.
Yeah, they're built to kill you.
Why allowed?
They,
Yeah,
they
why is
shouldn't
that
be.
allowed?
But honestly, why is that? I mean, who's going to make those decisions at this point? Our president told us to inject Clorox. You know what I'm saying? Like, or
And-
said,
and-
or
and there's
or didn't-
evidence
or didn't-
supporting-
or didn't tell us to inject Clorox, but told us that we're looking
should study it.
into yes, that we should study injecting Clorox.
Do you know the Center for Poison Control? Their calls regarding swallowing disinfectants.
poison
and chlorines
reports in New York are up 2x?
doubled. They doubled.
Immediately.
But
Howard
I
Stern.
think that's got to be people just calling and fucking with them.
No,
it's
it's
not
not.
actually
It's not,
people
dude.
doing
It's
it,
not,
Mike.
Jeff.
I don't
Jeff,
think you look up
don't
I know.
overestimate. Don't overestimate the
Human
intelligence
intelligence,
of the United States
of
of
the
America.
American citizen right now. We're in a fucking strange time. We're in a strange time. I mean, I don't think he was instructing people to drink fucking Clorox, but he said he was addressing the reporter and saying that we were looking into it as a way to clean out your system.
Insides.
He was not being sarcastic.
He said he was.
He said he was being
was.
sarcastic, but he was not being sarcastic.
There's not a lot of room for sarcasm in the presidency, huh?
Logan, you have a chance.
No, Abby.
What do you mean I have it?
You have a
I'm
good chance.
No, I'm going to win.
I know.
I told him
Before
yesterday.
I die,
I know.
I will be president of the United States. And
it.
honestly,
I love
I will probably be a very good president.
I can't wait.
I think so.
2032 is the first year I can run, but it's probably going to be when I'm a grown ass man with lots of intelligence and wisdom, successes, failures.
We should start now.
We're planting seeds now. Yeah, guy, Halo. I'm running 50-ish, let's call it. And I'm excited to be your president. Should you live in America?
I think you'll be a good president because your cabinet around you.
Yeah, I got good cabinets. They're high quality. They hold a lot of plates and cutlery and dishes. And Tim Dillon's going to be my Secretary of State.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's a solid no. How about Secretary of Defense?
Probably
GP.
Greg Paul. Yeah.
That would work.
Why are the presidents so old? Like why? Like why is Biden so old? Why is Trump so old?
Where's our young
Obviously,
stud,
Obama,
dude? Do you know Kim Jong Un? Kim Jong Un
died.
So allegedly, and
Died.
also allegedly, but also today allegedly he didn't die.
Yeah,
and he's well.
he's alive.
He's good.
He's alive.
But did you know he was 36? This is what I was going to say. He's 36 years old.
He's a year older than Mike.
That is insane. I didn't. First off, he looks much older than that. I didn't know dude was fucking 36.
His daughter looks scarier than him.
His daughter or sister?
I think it's his daughter that becomes number 2.
I thought it was his sister.
Yeah, sister.
Got it.
Yeah.
She looks scary.
She's great. Yeah.
She looks
She'll be the
scarier.
first female dictator of North Korea. Should that happen? I wonder how that go. I mean, like, do they do equality there for genders?
It's crazy.
Maybe now they would.
Anyways, I'm saying like a young leader. Like, where's our Kim Jong Un, our stud, bro?
Did you see the Biden situation where somebody came out and said that he was sexually harassing somebody?
Biden?
And that people are saying that
Yeah,
there's a
I mean, no,
possibility
you've
that
seen it. You've seen
Biden,
it.
bro, he smells young women's hair. My mom just texted me. She said, I remember putting little note cards in your lunch, so I must have packed your lunch when you were in grade school. And I do actually remember this.
That's cute.
Like this one. Forget your mistakes, but never forget what they teach you. Wow, how pertinent to my life.
She left that as a note in your lunch?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
A little bit high level for a
She's like
6th grader.
4-year-old.
Your times table.
using kindergarten.
All right, guys. That's it. A little bit of a different podcast. I don't know if you guys felt it, but let us know what you thought. But more serious, like actual real life stuff that we talked about. Regardless, as always, we love you guys. Thank you for listening, watching, viewing, and subscribing. If you made it this far, I'm assuming you've subscribed. So we'll see you on Thursday. Take it easy. Bye.
Peace.